Do you want to successfully complete the D077 objective assessment exam? Then you are in the right place. Our website provides a list of questions and answers for your success in the D077 OA exam for free. We understand that acing your OA exam can be quite challenging. That's why we provide completely free exam guides and practice questions for you. In this video, we will cover questions from marketing mix, strategic analysis, BCG matrix, pricing strategy, and marketing ethics. So let's get started. 1. A clothing retailer notices declining sales despite high website traffic and decides to analyze their marketing mix to identify the disconnect between customer interest and actual purchases. Which element should they examine first? A. Product quality concerns. B. Pricing strategy effectiveness. C. Promotional message clarity. D. Distribution channel efficiency. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Pricing strategy effectiveness. Explanation. Option B is correct because price directly impacts the conversion from interest to purchase, making it the logical first element to examine when traffic is high, but sales are low. Option A is incorrect because product quality concerns would typically reduce website traffic as negative reviews spread, not maintain high traffic with low conversions. Option C is incorrect because unclear promotional messages would fail to drive traffic to the website initially, contradicting the high traffic observation mentioned. Option D is incorrect because distribution issues would affect post-purchase satisfaction and repeat business, not the initial conversion from browsing to buying. Let's explore a critical business scenario that tests your understanding of the marketing mix. When a clothing retailer sees lots of people visiting their website, but few actually buying, it's like having a crowded store where everyone browses but nobody purchases. This disconnect between high traffic and low sales tells us something specific is creating a barrier at the moment of purchase decision. While product quality issues would actually drive people away from the website through negative reviews, and unclear promotional messages wouldn't attract visitors in the first place. The pricing element directly impacts that crucial moment when a customer decides whether to click buy now or abandon their cart. Distribution problems would only show up after the purchase, not during the decision phase. 2. Your company wants to enter a competitive smartphone market dominated by established brands. According to Porter's 5 forces, which strategy would most effectively address the high rivalry among existing firms? A. Increase advertising budget. B. Copy competitor features. C. Differentiate through innovation. D. Lower production costs. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Differentiate through innovation. Explanation. Option C is correct because innovation creates unique value propositions that help companies stand out in highly competitive markets where rivalry among existing firms is intense. Option A is incorrect because simply increasing advertising in a market with high rivalry often leads to advertising wars without sustainable competitive advantage. Option B is incorrect because copying features intensifies rivalry by creating more similar products, making price the only differentiator in competitive markets. Option D is incorrect because cost reduction alone doesn't address customer preferences or create competitive advantage in markets with intense rivalry. To understand competitive strategy in crowded markets, let's dive into Porter's 5 forces framework. When you're entering a smartphone market dominated by giants, you're facing what Porter calls high rivalry among existing firms. Think of it like trying to join a race where all the runners are already sprinting at full speed. Simply spending more on advertising creates an expensive shouting match, while copying features makes you invisible in the crowd. Cutting costs might help your margins, but won't make customers choose you. The winning move is differentiation through innovation, creating something uniquely valuable that makes you stand out from the pack, giving customers a reason to switch that goes beyond price or familiar features. 3. A startup selling eco-friendly cleaning products through their website experiences rapid growth but struggles with inventory management and delayed shipments. Which marketing mix element needs immediate strategic revision? A. Product formulation review. B. Premium pricing adjustment. C. Social media promotion. D. Distribution system overhaul. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, D. Distribution system overhaul. Explanation. Option D is correct because place distribution directly addresses inventory management and shipping delays, which are critical operational issues affecting customer satisfaction and business growth potential. Option A is incorrect because product formulation isn't related to inventory and shipping problems. The issue is operational, not product quality based. Option B is incorrect because pricing adjustments won't solve logistical problems of inventory management and delayed shipments that damage customer experience. Option C is incorrect because promotion changes cannot fix operational distribution problems. They might actually worsen issues by increasing unfulfillable demand. Here's a perfect example of how the marketing mix elements interconnect in real business challenges. When an eco-friendly startup experiences rapid growth but struggles with inventory and shipping delays, we're seeing a classic place problem in action. The place element, also called distribution, is like the circulatory system of your business. It moves products from where they're made to where customers need them. Product formulation isn't the issue when customers want what you're selling, and adjusting prices won't fix a broken delivery system. Even increasing social media promotion would actually make things worse by creating more demand you can't fulfill. The solution requires overhauling your distribution system to match your growth, upgrading your logistics infrastructure to handle the volume your success has created. 4. During economic recession, a luxury watch manufacturer sees sales plummet despite maintaining product quality and brand prestige. Using PEST analysis, what strategic adjustment would be most appropriate? A. Increase promotional spending. B. Introduce affordable lines. C. Expand internationally quickly. D. Maintain current strategy. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Introduce affordable lines. Explanation. Option B is correct because economic factors in PEST analysis suggest adapting to reduced consumer spending power by offering more accessible price points during recession. Option A is incorrect because increased promotion during recession won't overcome fundamental affordability issues when consumers have less discretionary income available. Option C is incorrect because rapid international expansion during global recession carries high risk and doesn't address core economic challenges. Option D is incorrect because maintaining strategy ignores critical economic environment changes that PEST analysis reveals, risking further sales decline. Let's examine how PEST analysis guides strategic decisions during economic downturns. PEST stands for political, economic, social, and technological factors, the uncontrollable forces shaping your business environment. When a luxury watch manufacturer faces plummeting sales during a recession, despite maintaining quality, the economic factor is screaming for attention. During recessions, even wealthy customers tighten their belts on discretionary purchases. Increasing promotion won't overcome the fundamental reality that people have less money to spend. Rapid international expansion during a global recession multiplies your risk. The smart strategic move is introducing affordable product lines, adapting your offering to match the economic reality while preserving your premium brand for when conditions improve. 5. A restaurant chain discovers through focus groups that customers love their food but hate waiting in long lines. Applying the marketing concept, which solution best addresses this customer need? A. Faster food preparation. B. Mobile ordering system. C. Larger dining areas. D. Premium pricing strategy. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Mobile ordering system. Explanation. Option B is correct because mobile ordering directly addresses the waiting problem by allowing customers to order ahead, demonstrating understanding and satisfaction of customer needs. Option A is incorrect because faster preparation only marginally reduces wait times and doesn't eliminate the line waiting experience customers specifically dislike. Option C is incorrect because larger dining areas don't address the waiting in line problem. They only accommodate more seated customers after waiting. Option D is incorrect because premium pricing would likely reduce customers rather than solve their stated problem with waiting in lines. The marketing concept teaches us a fundamental truth. Successful businesses identify customer problems and solve them profitably. When restaurant customers explicitly tell you through focus groups that they love your food but hate waiting in lines, they've handed you a golden opportunity. The marketing concept says, listen to this feedback and address the specific need. Faster food preparation only marginally reduces wait time. Larger dining areas help after people wait, not during. Premium pricing would drive customers away, not solve their problem. But a mobile ordering system directly eliminates the waiting experience customers hate. They order ahead, skip the line, and get the food they love without the frustration they despise. This is marketing concept in action. Understanding and satisfying customer needs. 6. Your analysis shows your product is a question mark in the BCG matrix with low market share in a rapidly growing industry. What strategic decision makes the most sense? A. Divest immediately completely. B. Harvest remaining profits. C. Invest heavily strategically. D. Maintain the current spending. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Invest heavily strategically. Explanation. Option C is correct because question marks in growing markets require strategic investment to potentially become stars, as the growth potential justifies the risk. Option A is incorrect because immediate divestment abandons potential in a growing market, where question marks can become profitable stars. Option B is incorrect because harvesting profits is appropriate for dogs or declining cash cows, not question marks in growth markets. Option D is incorrect because maintaining spending will not capture market share in growing markets where competitors are likely investing aggressively. The BCG matrix is a powerful tool for making investment decisions across your product portfolio. When your analysis shows a product is a question mark, low market share in a rapidly growing industry, you're at a critical crossroads. Think of question marks like startup ventures within your company. They're in hot markets with huge potential, but haven't gained traction yet. Divesting immediately would be like quitting a gold rush because you haven't struck gold on day one. Harvesting profits assumes there are profits to harvest, which question marks rarely have. Maintaining current spending means watching competitors capture the growth while you stand still. The strategic play is heavy investment. Question marks need resources to capture market share before the growth window closes and they become either stars or dogs. 7. A software company uses penetration pricing for their new project management tool, charging significantly below competitors. What risk does this pricing strategy create for long-term profitability? A. Brand perception damage. B. Regulatory legal issues. C. Competitive price wars. D. Customer loyalty loss. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, A. Brand perception damage. Explanation: option A is correct because penetration pricing can create lasting perception of a lower quality or value, making it difficult to raise prices later without losing customers. Option B is incorrect because penetration pricing is legal and common. It only becomes problematic if it's predatory pricing below cost. Option C is incorrect because, while possible, price wars are tactical responses, not inherent long-term risks of penetration pricing strategy. Option D is incorrect because penetration pricing typically builds initial loyalty through value. The risk is inability to maintain it at higher prices. Penetration pricing is a double-edged sword that reveals its sharpest edge in the long term. When a software company prices significantly below competitors to gain market entry, they're making a psychological bet that can backfire. The immediate risk isn't legal issues. Penetration pricing is perfectly legal unless you're pricing below cost to destroy competition. Price wars might happen, but they're tactical responses, not inherent risks. Customer loyalty actually grows initially through the value you provide. The real danger is brand perception damage. Once customers anchor your brand as the cheap option, raising prices later feels like a betrayal. They've mentally categorized you as budget tier, and changing that perception is like trying to convince someone that McDonald's should charge steakhouse prices. 8. Marketing research reveals that Gen Z consumers prioritize sustainability but have limited budgets. Which integrated marketing communications approach would most effectively reach this demographic segment? A. Television advertising campaigns. B. Social media storytelling. C. Radio sponsorship deals. D. Billboard outdoor advertising. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Social media storytelling. Explanation: option B is correct because social media aligns with Gen Z's high technology use, while storytelling can effectively communicate sustainability values within budget constraints. Option A is incorrect because television advertising is expensive and less effective for Gen Z who consume less traditional TV content. Option C is incorrect because radio sponsorships don't align with Gen Z media consumption patterns and lack visual storytelling capabilities for sustainability. Option D is incorrect because billboards are costly, lack targeted reach for budget-conscious consumers, and can't convey detailed sustainability stories. Understanding generational marketing requires matching your communication approach with how different age groups consume media and what they value. Gen Z presents a unique challenge. They prioritize sustainability deeply, but have limited budgets, and they're digital natives who've grown up with smartphones. Television advertising misses them entirely as they've cut the cord. Radio sponsorships are even further from their media habits. Billboards can't tell the complex sustainability story you need to convey. But social media storytelling hits the sweet spot. It's where Gen Z lives digitally, allows for rich narrative content about your sustainability mission, and doesn't require the massive budgets of traditional advertising. You can show your values in action through authentic, visual stories that resonate with their priorities. 9. A company's SWOT analysis reveals strong brand recognition, but weak online presence while e-commerce is rapidly growing. Which strategic priority should guide their marketing planning process? A. Leverage brand offline. B. Digital transformation investment. C. Competitive analysis focus. D. Cost reduction program. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Digital transformation investment. Explanation: option B is correct because addressing the weak online presence while e-commerce grows represents the most critical strategic opportunity to leverage existing brand strength. Option A is incorrect because focusing offline ignores the identified weakness and external opportunity of growing e-commerce that SWOT revealed. Option C is incorrect because analysis without action on identified weaknesses wastes the strategic insights that SWOT analysis has already provided. Option D is incorrect because cost reduction doesn't address the strategic mismatch between brand strength and weak digital presence identified. SWOT analysis reveals strategic priorities by mapping internal strengths and weaknesses against external opportunities and threats. When a company has strong brand recognition but weak online presence while e-commerce is exploding, the strategic path becomes crystal clear. Your brand strength is like having a famous name that nobody can find in the phone book of the digital age. Leveraging brand offline ignores the massive opportunity and growing weakness. More competitive analysis won't fix what you already know is broken. Cost reduction doesn't address the strategic mismatch at all. The priority is digital transformation investment, using your brand strength to build the online presence you desperately need before competitors with weaker brands but stronger digital presence eat your lunch. 10. Your company discovers competitors are colluding to fix prices in your industry. Beyond legal action, which marketing strategy would best protect your market position ethically? A. Joint price agreement. B. Predatory pricing response. C. Value differentiation strategy. D. Match competitor prices. Do you know the answer? Correct answer: C. Value differentiation strategy. Explanation: Option C is correct because differentiating on value beyond price creates competitive advantage while maintaining ethical standards and avoiding illegal pricing practices entirely. Option A is incorrect because joining price-fixing agreements is illegal and unethical, exposing the company to serious legal consequences. Option B is incorrect because predatory pricing is also illegal and unethical, using below-cost pricing to eliminate competition unfairly. Option D is incorrect because matching potentially fixed prices could implicitly support collusion and doesn't create sustainable competitive advantage. When competitors engage in illegal price fixing, you face both an ethical test and a strategic opportunity. Price fixing is when competitors collude to set prices, eliminating the competitive market that benefits consumers. Joining them is illegal and could destroy your company through fines and criminal charges. Predatory pricing in response is also illegal. Two wrongs don't make a competitive advantage. Simply matching their prices makes you look complicit. The ethical and strategic winner is value differentiation. While they compete on rigged prices, you compete on unique value. Create features, services, or benefits they can't match. Build customer relationships based on trust and quality. When their price-fixing scheme inevitably collapses under legal scrutiny, you'll stand strong with loyal customers who chose you for more than price. 11. A B2B software company's tactical plan includes hosting webinars, but their strategic plan focuses on increasing market share. What connection should exist between these two planning levels? A. Tactics replace strategy. B. Independent parallel paths. C. Tactics execute strategy. D. Strategy follows tactics. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer: C. Tactics execute strategy. Explanation: Option C is correct because tactical webinars should directly support the strategic market share goal by generating leads and demonstrating value to potential customers. Option A is incorrect because tactics never replace strategy. They are implementation tools that serve strategic objectives, not substitutes for them. Option B is incorrect because tactics and strategy must be aligned. Independent paths waste resources and create organizational confusion about priorities. Option D is incorrect because strategy guides tactics, not vice versa. Tactical success without strategic direction doesn't ensure business objective achievement. Strategic and tactical planning must work in harmony like a GPS and driving directions. Strategy tells you where you're going, tactics tell you how to get there turn by turn. When a B2B software company's tactical plan includes webinars while their strategy targets market share growth, these aren't separate activities, they're connected pieces. Tactics never replace strategy. That's like following driving directions without knowing your destination. They can't be independent parallel paths either, that wastes resources and confuses everyone. Strategy doesn't follow tactics. You don't choose your destination based on which turns you want to make. Tactics execute strategy. Those webinars should generate leads, demonstrate expertise, and convert prospects into customers, all serving the strategic goal of capturing more market share. 12. When analysing secondary data from government census reports for market expansion decisions, what critical limitation should marketers consider before making significant investment commitments? A. Cost of data. B. Data timeliness concerns. C. Legal access restrictions. D. Format compatibility issues. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Data timeliness concerns. Explanation. Option B is correct because census data is typically collected every several years, making it potentially outdated for current market conditions and rapid demographic changes. Option A is incorrect because government census data is typically free or low cost, making expense not a critical limitation for decision-making. Option C is incorrect because census data is publicly available without legal restrictions, designed specifically for public and business use. Option D is incorrect because while formatting can be inconvenient, it's not a critical limitation affecting investment decisions like outdated information. Secondary data from government sources like census reports offers tremendous value, but comes with a critical limitation that can sink investment decisions. The beauty of census data is it's comprehensive, free, publicly available, and professionally collected. The format might be clunky, but that's manageable. The killer limitation is timeliness. Census data is typically collected every 5 to 10 years. Imagine making a restaurant location decision based on neighbourhood demographics from 5 years ago. Populations shift, neighbourhoods gentrify or decline, age distributions change, and economic conditions transform communities. By the time census data is collected, processed, and published, it's already becoming stale. For major investments, outdated demographic data is like navigating with an old map. The roads might have completely changed. 13. A food manufacturer wants to promote their products as healthy, but independent testing shows high sodium content. What ethical considerations should guide their promotional strategy development? A. Highlight other benefits. B. Truthful communication priority. C. Competitor comparison focus. D. Limited disclosure approach. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Truthful communication priority. Explanation. Option B is correct because ethical promotion requires honest representation of product attributes, including acknowledging high sodium while discussing any genuine health benefits. Option A is incorrect because highlighting other benefits while concealing negative health information is deceptive and violates ethical marketing principles fundamentally. Option C is incorrect because comparing to competitors doesn't address the ethical obligation to honestly represent your own product's health attributes. Option D is incorrect because limited disclosure of health-relevant information violates consumer trust and ethical transparency obligations in food marketing. Ethical marketing demands truthfulness, especially when it comes to health claims about food products. When independent testing reveals high sodium content in your food product, you're at an ethical crossroads that defines your brand integrity. Highlighting other benefits while hiding the sodium issue is deception by omission. you're deliberately misleading health-conscious consumers. Comparing to competitors doesn't absolve your responsibility to be honest about your own product. Limited disclosure violates the fundamental trust relationship with customers who depend on accurate information for health decisions. The ethical path is truthful communication priority. Acknowledge the high sodium content honestly while discussing any genuine benefits. Transparency builds trust, and trust builds lasting customer relationships. 14. Your established product shows declining sales and profits with high competition, according to product lifecycle analysis. Which pricing strategy would most effectively manage this decline stage? A. Price skimming implementation. B. Penetration pricing strategy. C. Bundle with growth products. D. Prestige pricing increase. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Bundle with growth products. Explanation. Option C is correct because bundling declining products with growing ones extends value extraction while providing customer value and managing inventory during decline phase. Option A is incorrect because skimming requires strong demand and low competition, opposite of decline stage characteristics with high competition present. Option B is incorrect because penetration pricing in decline stage reduces already declining profits without sufficient growth potential to justify it. Option D is incorrect because prestige pricing requires strong brand perception, difficult to maintain when products are visibly declining in market. Managing products in decline stage requires strategic finesse to extract remaining value while minimizing losses. When your established product shows declining sales, shrinking profits, and faces high competition, you're in the decline phase of the product life cycle. Price skimming requires strong demand and low competition, the opposite of what you have. Penetration pricing in decline just accelerates profit erosion without growth potential. Prestige pricing needs strong brand perception, impossible when everyone sees your product fading. But bundling with growth products is brilliant. It extends the declining product's life, provides value to customers who still want it, clears inventory, and supports your growing products. It's like pairing a classic movie with a new release. The old supports the new while finding its remaining audience. 15. A startup conducts primary research through social listening and discovers negative sentiment about their customer service response times. What immediate action aligns with marketing concept principles? A. Increase advertising spend. B. Develop new products. C. Improve response systems. D. Lower product prices. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, C. Improve response systems. Explanation. Option C is correct because the marketing concept prioritizes satisfying customer needs. Directly addressing identified service issues demonstrates commitment to customer satisfaction principles. Option A is incorrect because advertising will not fix underlying service problems and may actually increase negative sentiment by raising expectations that are unmet. Option B is incorrect because developing new products ignores current customer dissatisfaction, potentially spreading service problems across more offerings unnecessarily. Option D is incorrect because price reductions do not address service quality issues and may suggest the company devalues customer service. The marketing concept lives or dies on responsiveness to customer feedback, especially when that feedback is negative. When social listening reveals customers are upset about slow response times, you're getting gold standard market intelligence straight from the source. Increasing advertising when service is broken is like turning up the music in a restaurant with bad food. It just attracts more disappointed customers. Developing new products while current customers are frustrated shows you're not listening. Lowering prices suggests you think the problem is value, not service, and may signal that poor service is acceptable at lower price points. The marketing concept demands you improve response systems immediately, Fix the identified problem, satisfy the expressed need, and show customers you're listening. Actions speak louder than advertisements. 16. During situational analysis, you discover your target market of millennials values work-life balance, but your company culture emphasizes long hours. What strategic alignment issue does this present? A. Pricing strategy, mismatch. B. Distribution channel problem. C. Brand authenticity challenge. D. Product quality concern. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Brand authenticity challenge. Explanation. Option C is correct because misalignment between company culture and target market values creates authenticity problems that can undermine marketing credibility and employee advocacy. Option A is incorrect because cultural misalignment isn't directly related to pricing strategy. It's about values and brand perception authenticity. Option B is incorrect because distribution channels aren't affected by internal culture versus external market values, misalignment issues identified here. Option D is incorrect because product quality is separate from organizational culture and values alignment with target market expectations entirely. Strategic alignment between company culture and target market values is crucial for authentic marketing. When your millennial target market prioritizes work-life balance, but your company culture celebrates 80-hour work weeks, you have a brand authenticity crisis brewing. This isn't about pricing. Millennials will pay for aligned values. It's not distribution. They'll find you if you're genuine. Product quality is separate from cultural alignment. The core issue is brand authenticity. Your employees are your first brand ambassadors. And if they're burned out while you're preaching balance to customers, the disconnect becomes obvious. Social media makes this transparency unavoidable. Employees share their experiences, customers investigate company culture, and misalignment between internal reality and external messaging destroys credibility faster than any competitor could. 17. Your company's cash cow product generates consistent profits in a mature market. According to BCG Matrix Strategic Planning, how should these profits be allocated? A. Reinvest in cash cow. B. Fund ? C. Return to shareholders. D. Reduce operational costs. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Fund ? Explanation. Option B is correct because BCG Matrix strategy uses cash cow profits to invest in ? with growth potential, optimizing portfolio resource allocation. Option A is incorrect because cash cows in mature markets don't need significant investment. They should fund growth opportunities elsewhere instead. Option C is incorrect because returning profits to shareholders ignores strategic opportunity to develop future stars from ? potentially. Option D is incorrect because cash cows are already efficient. Cost reduction might damage the stable profits they're meant to generate. The BCG matrix teaches us strategic resource allocation across our product portfolio, and cash cows play a special role as the funding engines. Cash cows are beautiful business assets, high market share in mature markets generating consistent profits with minimal investment needs. Think of them like established toll roads. The construction is done, traffic is steady, and money flows in predictably. Reinvesting heavily in the cash cow is wasteful because the market isn't growing. Returning everything to shareholders ignores portfolio strategy. Reducing costs might damage the steady profit machine. The strategic play is funding ? Using cash cow profits to invest in high growth opportunities that could become tomorrow's stars. It's portfolio management 101. Harvest from the mature to invest in the future. 18. A company using contractual vertical marketing system through franchising faces channel conflict when corporate stores undercut franchise prices. What strategic response best preserves channel relationships? A. Eliminate franchise system. B. Standardize pricing policy. C. Increase franchise fees. D. Reduce corporate stores. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Standardize pricing policy. Explanation. Option B is correct because standardized pricing across channels eliminates conflict while maintaining the contractual system's benefits and protecting franchise partner interests fairly. Option A is incorrect because eliminating franchises destroys established distribution networks and relationships that provide market coverage and local expertise. Option C is incorrect because increasing fees while undercutting prices worsens channel conflict and could lead to legal franchise agreement violations. Option D is incorrect because reducing corporate stores limits direct market learning and control without addressing underlying pricing policy problems. Channel conflict in vertical marketing systems can destroy carefully built partnership networks if not managed strategically. When a company using franchising faces conflict because corporate stores undercut franchise prices, trust erodes quickly. Franchisees invested based on agreements and expectations. When corporate stores compete unfairly on price, it feels like betrayal. Eliminating franchises destroys your distribution network and local market knowledge. Increasing franchise fees while undercutting their prices adds insult to injury and invites lawsuits. Reducing corporate stores surrenders direct market presence and learning opportunities. The solution is standardizing pricing policy across all channels. It maintains fairness, preserves relationships, and shows respect for franchise partners who are essential to your market coverage. 19. Environmental analysis reveals new data privacy regulations will restrict your current digital marketing practices significantly. Which element of your marketing mix requires most urgent strategic revision? A. Product features update. B. Pricing model adjustment. C. Promotion tactics overhaul. D. Distribution channel change. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, C. Promotion tactics overhaul. Explanation. Option C is correct because data privacy regulations directly impact promotional activities like targeted advertising and email marketing, requiring immediate tactical changes for compliance. Option A is incorrect because data privacy regulations affect marketing practices, not product features, unless the product itself collects user data. Option B is incorrect because pricing models aren't typically affected by data privacy regulations that govern marketing communication and data handling. Option D is incorrect because distribution channels remain unaffected by data privacy regulations that specifically target promotional and communication practices primarily. When environmental analysis reveals new regulations that will restrict your current practices, you need to identify which marketing mix element faces the most urgent threat. Data privacy regulations specifically target how companies collect, store, and use customer information for marketing purposes. Product features remain unchanged unless your product itself is a data collection device. Pricing models aren't typically affected by privacy laws. Distribution channels continue operating normally, but promotion tactics face immediate upheaval. Targeted advertising depends on data. Email marketing requires consent and data management. Retargeting uses browsing data, and personalization needs customer information. Your entire promotional playbook needs rewriting to comply with new regulations. Without urgent tactical overhaul, you risk massive fines and reputational damage. 20. Your omni-channel retail strategy shows customers research online, but purchase in-store overwhelmingly. What tactical adjustment would best optimize this consumer behavior pattern? A. Close physical stores. B. Online exclusive promotions offered. C. in-store pickup incentives. D. Reduce website investment. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. In-store pickup incentives. Explanation. Option C is correct, because in-store pickup incentives leverage both online research behavior and in-store purchase preference, optimizing the existing customer journey pattern. Option A is incorrect because closing stores eliminates the preferred purchase channel, fighting against natural consumer behavior patterns identified clearly. Option B is incorrect because online exclusive promotions work against the observed preference for in-store purchasing, potentially frustrating customers who research online. Option D is incorrect because reducing website investment ignores the critical research role online channels play in the purchase journey observed. Omni-channel retail success requires understanding and optimizing the actual customer journey, not fighting against it. When data shows customers research online but overwhelmingly purchase in-store, you're seeing a clear behavioral pattern that should guide strategy. Closing physical stores eliminates their preferred purchase point. Business suicide. Online exclusive promotions frustrate customers who want to buy in-store after online research. Reducing website investment ignores the crucial research role that drives in-store purchases. The winning move is in-store pickup incentives. This bridges their online research with in-store preference, reduces shipping costs, drives foot traffic that generates additional purchases, and gives instant gratification. You're not changing customer behavior, you're optimizing the journey they're already taking. 21. A company's marketing objectives specify increasing market share by 10% within 6 months. According to SMART criteria, what critical element is this objective missing? A. Specific market definition. B. Measurable metrics included. C. Achievable timeline provided. D. Relevant goal alignment. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, A. Specific market definition. Explanation. Option A is correct because without defining which market segment or geographic area, the objective lacks specificity needed to guide tactical execution and measurement effectively. Option B is incorrect because the 10% increase provides a clear, measurable metric for tracking progress toward the stated objective. Option C is incorrect because 6 months provides a definite timeline, though achievability depends on unrevealed baseline and market conditions present. Option D is incorrect because market share growth is inherently relevant to marketing objectives, assuming it aligns with overall business strategy. SMART objectives are the backbone of effective marketing planning, and each element matters for execution success. When an objective states increase market share by 10% within 6 months, it sounds complete but has a fatal flaw. The 10% is measurable, the 6-month timeline is time-bound. Market share growth is relevant to marketing goals. Without knowing the baseline and market conditions, we can't judge if it's achievable. But the killer issue is specificity. Which market are we talking about? Geographic market, product category market, demographic segment? Without defining the specific market, teams can't execute tactics, measure progress accurately, or know where to focus resources. It's like saying run faster without specifying which race you're running. 22. Your marketing team uses experimental research comparing 2 website designs through A/B testing. What primary advantage does this primary research method provide over surveys? A. Lower implementation cost. B. Behavioral data collection. C. Faster results delivery. D. Larger sample sizes. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Behavioral data collection. Explanation. Option B is correct because A/B testing captures actual user behavior rather than self-reported preferences, providing more reliable data about real customer actions. Option A is incorrect because A/B testing typically requires more technical resources and setup costs than simple survey distribution methods. Option C is incorrect because experiments often take longer to reach statistical significance than surveys which can gather responses quickly. Option D is incorrect because surveys can reach larger samples more easily than experiments which require actual website traffic and engagement. A/B testing represents a fundamental shift from opinion-based to evidence-based marketing decisions. While surveys collect what people say they prefer, A/B testing reveals what they actually do. This distinction is crucial because there's often a gap between stated preferences and actual behaviour. A/B testing doesn't necessarily cost less. It requires technical setup and traffic. It doesn't always deliver faster results. You need statistical significance. Sample sizes can actually be smaller than surveys since you're measuring behaviour, not opinions. The killer advantage is behavioural data collection. You see real users making real choices with real consequences. When someone clicks button A over button B, that's actual preference revealed through action, not hypothetical preference stated in a survey. 23. Analysis reveals your product is a dog with low market share in a declining industry. What strategic decision does the BCG matrix framework suggest? A. Aggressive growth investment. B. Maintain current position. C. Divest or liquidate. D. Reposition as premium. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer C. Divest or liquidate. Explanation. Option C is correct because dogs drain resources without growth potential, making divestment the recommended strategy to free resources for better opportunities elsewhere. Option A is incorrect because investing in dogs wastes resources in declining markets where neither share nor growth can be achieved. Option B is incorrect because maintaining dogs continues resource drain without potential return, contradicting BCG matrix strategic logic fundamentally. Option D is incorrect because repositioning requires market growth potential that dogs in declining industries inherently lack by definition. The BCG matrix is ruthlessly practical about portfolio management, and dogs represent the harsh reality of products that need to go. Dogs have low market share in declining industries. They're yesterday's news in yesterday's markets. Imagine owning a VHS rental store in the streaming age. Aggressive investment in dogs is throwing good money after bad. The market won't grow, and neither will your share. Maintaining position just prolongs the drain on resources that could fund opportunities elsewhere. Repositioning as premium is fantasy. Declining markets don't suddenly value premium offerings of outdated products. The strategic directive is clear: divest or liquidate. Free those resources, management attention, and energy for products with future potential. Sometimes the best strategic decision is knowing when to quit. 24. A sustainable fashion brand considers using influencer marketing, but discovers potential partners have promoted fast fashion previously. What ethical consideration should guide their partnership decisions? A. Audience reach priority. B. Cost effectiveness focus emphasis. C. Brand alignment evaluation. D. Engagement metrics analysis. Do you know the answer? Correct answer: C. Brand alignment evaluation. Explanation. Option C is correct because partnering with influencers whose past promotions contradict sustainability values could damage brand credibility and appear hypocritical to conscious consumers. Option A is incorrect because prioritizing reach over values, alignment risks brand authenticity, especially critical for purpose-driven, sustainable fashion brands. Option B is incorrect because cost savings don't justify partnering with influencers whose values and history conflict with brand sustainability positioning. Option D is incorrect because high engagement from wrong influencers could actually damage brand perception among target sustainability-conscious consumers significantly. Ethical marketing for purpose-driven brands requires absolute consistency between values and actions, especially in partnership decisions. When a sustainable fashion brand considers partnering with influencers who previously promoted fast fashion, they face a values alignment test. Audience reach means nothing if that audience sees your hypocrisy. Cost effectiveness becomes cost-destructive when it damages your credibility. High engagement from the wrong influencers attracts customers who don't share your values and repels those who do. The critical evaluation is brand alignment. Past behavior predicts future actions, and audiences remember. When an influencer who promoted disposable fashion suddenly pushes sustainability, both their audience and yours see the contradiction. Your brand promise becomes a lie by association. Authenticity isn't negotiable for purpose-driven brands. 25. Your competitor launches a disruptive product that threatens your market position significantly. Using Porter's 5 forces, this represents which competitive force requiring strategic response. A. Bargaining supplier power. B. Threat of substitutes. C. New entrant threat. D. Buyer bargaining power. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Threat of substitutes. Explanation. Option B is correct because disruptive products represent substitute threats by fulfilling customer needs differently, requiring strategic response to maintain competitive position effectively. Option A is incorrect because competitor products represent market competition, not supplier power, which relates to input providers' negotiating strength. Option C is incorrect because the competitor already exists in the market. They're not a new entrant, but offering substitute products. Option D is incorrect because competitor actions represent supply-side competition, not customer bargaining power, which relates to buyer negotiating leverage. Porter's 5 forces helps us identify and respond to different types of competitive threats, and disruptive products represent a specific force that requires strategic understanding. When a competitor launches a disruptive product threatening your position, this isn't about supplier power. Suppliers provide inputs, not competitive products. It's not a new entrant threat because the competitor already exists in your market. It's not buyer bargaining power, that's about customer negotiation leverage. This is the threat of substitutes. Products that fulfill customer needs in fundamentally different ways, like how smartphones substituted for cameras, GPS devices and music players. Substitutes are dangerous because they change the rules of competition. Your perfect product becomes irrelevant if customers find a different way to solve their problem entirely. 26. Marketing research budget constraints force choosing between focus groups or surveys for new product concept testing. What key advantage makes focus groups preferable for this purpose? A. Statistical significance achievement. B. Depth of insights. C. Geographic reach expansion. D. Anonymity participant protection. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Depth of insights. Explanation. Option B is correct because focus groups provide rich qualitative insights into why consumers react to concepts, which is valuable for understanding new product acceptance factors. Option A is incorrect because focus groups use small samples that cannot achieve the statistical significance that quantitative surveys can provide effectively. Option C is incorrect because focus groups require physical or virtual gathering, limiting geographic reach compared to widely distributed online surveys. Option D is incorrect because focus groups involve group discussion, where anonymity is impossible, unlike surveys offering anonymous response options. When choosing between focus groups and surveys for new product concept testing under budget constraints, understanding the depth versus breadth trade-off is crucial. Focus groups bring 6-12 people together for deep, interactive discussions that reveal the why behind reactions. You can watch facial expressions, hear spontaneous concerns, observe group dynamics, and probe unexpected responses in real time. Surveys can't achieve statistical significance with small focus group samples. Geographic reach is limited since people must gather physically or virtually. Anonymity is impossible when everyone sees each other discussing. But for concept testing, you need those rich insights, understanding not just whether people like your concept, but why they react positively or negatively, what concerns arise, and how they might use your product. These qualitative depths guide product refinement in ways statistics cannot. 27. Your PEST analysis identifies rapid technological change in your industry, requiring constant adaptation. Which marketing mix element becomes most critical for maintaining competitive advantage? A. Premium pricing strategy. B. Product innovation focus. C. Traditional advertising increase. D. Retail distribution expansion. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Product innovation focus. Explanation. Option B is correct because rapid technological change demands continuous product innovation to prevent obsolescence and maintain relevance in evolving market conditions. Option A is incorrect because pricing alone cannot compensate for technologically outdated products when industry change is rapid and constant. Option C is incorrect because advertising outdated products wastes resources when technological advancement is the critical competitive factor. Option D is incorrect because distribution expansion doesn't address product obsolescence risk from rapid technological change affecting the industry. PEST analysis reveals which environmental forces demand immediate strategic attention, and rapid technological change creates unique urgency in the marketing mix. When technology evolves quickly in your industry, standing still means falling behind exponentially. Premium pricing can't compensate for obsolete technology. Imagine charging iPhone prices for a flip phone. Traditional advertising for outdated products wastes money, shouting about yesterday's news. Expanding retail distribution for products heading toward obsolescence multiplies your problems across more locations. The critical element becomes product innovation focus. You must continuously evolve your product to match technological advancement. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps accelerating. Slow down even slightly and you'll be thrown off. Without constant product innovation, rapid technological change makes everything else in your marketing mix irrelevant. 28. A company's integrated marketing communications include social media, email, and traditional advertising. Customer feedback indicates message inconsistency across channels. What strategic correction is needed? A. Eliminate underperforming channels. B. Increase marketing budget. C. Unified message development. D. Separate channel strategies. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Unified message development. Explanation. Option C is correct, because integrated marketing communications requires consistent messaging across all channels to avoid customer confusion and strengthen brand positioning through reinforcement effectively. Option A is incorrect because eliminating channels reduces reach without addressing the core problem of inconsistent messaging across remaining channels potentially. Option B is incorrect because budget increases will not fix message inconsistency. The problem is coordination and planning, not resource availability fundamentally. Option D is incorrect because separate strategies contradict integrated marketing communications principles of coordination and would worsen the inconsistency problem identified already. Integrated marketing communications demands one unified voice across all channels, and messaging consistency destroys this fundamental principle. When customers receive different messages on social media, email, and traditional advertising, they experience brand schizophrenia, confusion about who you are and what you stand for. Eliminating underperforming channels reduces reach without fixing the core problem of mixed messages. Increasing budgets for confused messaging just amplifies the confusion. Separate channel strategies explicitly violate IMC principles and worsen fragmentation. The solution is unified message development, creating one core message that adapts to different channels while maintaining consistency. Like an orchestra where different instruments play the same song in harmony, each channel should reinforce the same strategic message. Without unified messaging, you're just making noise. 29. Your service business discovers through observation research that customers struggle with your self-service kiosks despite survey responses indicating satisfaction. What does this discrepancy reveal? A. Survey design flaws. B. Behavioral-attitudinal gap exists. C. Sample size inadequacy. D. Observation methodology errors. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Behavioral-attitudinal gap exists. Explanation. Option B is correct because the difference between observed behavior and reported attitudes reveals common gaps where customers say one thing but do another. Option A is incorrect because survey design flaws would affect response quality, not create systematic differences between attitudes and observed behaviors. Option C is incorrect because sample size affects statistical reliability, not the fundamental difference between what people say and actually do. Option D is incorrect because if observation showed struggles, while surveys showed satisfaction, the observation is likely accurate, not methodologically flawed. The behavioral-attitudinal gap is one of marketing research's most important discoveries, revealing why multiple research methods are essential. When observation shows customers struggling with self-service kiosks while surveys report satisfaction, you're witnessing this classic gap in action. People often report what they think they should feel or what sounds good rather than their true experience. Survey design flaws would affect data quality, but wouldn't create this systematic pattern. Sample size affects reliability, not the fundamental disconnect between words and actions. If observation methodology was flawed, you wouldn't see the struggles. The gap exists because humans are complex. We say we're satisfied to appear competent or avoid complaining, while our behavior reveals frustration. This is why smart marketers combine observation with surveys, trusting actions over words. 30. A luxury brand maintains high prices during economic recession, relying on prestige pricing strategy. What risk does this approach create during economic downturns? A. Brand dilution potential. B. Market share loss. C. Supplier relationship damage. D. Employee morale decline. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Market share loss. Explanation. Option B is correct because economic downturns reduce discretionary spending, causing even affluent customers to reconsider luxury purchases, threatening market share significantly during recession. Option A is incorrect because maintaining high prices preserves brand prestige. Dilution would come from lowering prices during economic challenges. Option C is incorrect because pricing strategy doesn't directly affect supplier relationships, which depend on payment terms and volume commitments. Option D is incorrect because employee morale relates more to job security and compensation than to product pricing strategies during recession. Prestige pricing during economic downturns tests the limits of brand power against economic reality. Luxury brands build their identity on exclusivity and premium positioning, but recessions change the fundamental calculus of consumption. Even wealthy consumers become value-conscious during economic uncertainty, reconsidering purchases they would normally make without hesitation. The risk isn't brand dilution. Maintaining high prices actually preserves prestige. Supplier relationships remain stable if you can pay your bills. Employee morale depends more on job security than pricing strategy. The critical risk is market share loss, as even loyal luxury customers delay purchases, trade down temporarily, or discover alternative brands offering similar satisfaction at lower prices. When everyone tightens their belts, even Hermes feels the pinch. 31. Your tactical marketing plan includes influencer partnerships, but strategic objectives focus on building long-term brand equity. What potential misalignment should concern marketing management most? A. Budget allocation inefficiency. B. Short-term focus risk. C. Channel selection error. D. Geographic coverage gaps. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Short-term focus risk. Explanation. Option B is correct because influencer partnerships often drive immediate engagement, but may not build lasting brand equity without careful strategic alignment and execution. Option A is incorrect because budget efficiency depends on execution quality, not inherent misalignment between influencer tactics and equity strategy fundamentally. Option C is incorrect because influencers can be an appropriate channel for brand building when properly selected and managed strategically overall. Option D is incorrect because influencers can provide geographic coverage. The issue is temporal alignment between tactical and strategic objectives. The alignment between tactical tools and strategic objectives determines whether marketing efforts build lasting value or just generate temporary buzz. When influencer partnerships serve tactical goals but strategic objectives target long-term brand equity, a temporal misalignment emerges. Budget allocation might be efficient if influencers deliver results. Channel selection isn't wrong. Influencers can build brands when properly managed. Geographic coverage depends on influencer selection, not the tactic itself. The core risk is short-term focus. Influencers often drive immediate engagement, viral moments, and quick sales spikes, but these may not translate to lasting brand equity. It's like building a house with temporary materials. Impressive today, gone tomorrow. Without careful strategic alignment ensuring influencers build long-term brand associations, you're renting attention instead of owning equity. 32. Customer data analysis reveals purchase patterns suggesting price sensitivity among your target segment. However, your competitive advantage lies in superior quality. What strategic tension needs resolution? A. Distribution versus promotion. B. Innovation versus efficiency. C. Value versus price. D. Growth versus profitability. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Value versus price. Explanation. Option C is correct because the tension between customer price sensitivity and quality-based differentiation requires communicating value effectively to justify premium pricing strategically. Option A is incorrect because distribution and promotion are tactical considerations that don't address the fundamental value-price strategic tension identified. Option B is incorrect because innovation and efficiency represent operational choices, not the market-facing challenge of price-sensitive, quality-seeking customers. Option D is incorrect because growth versus profitability is a financial strategy issue, not the marketing challenge of value perception identified. Customer data revealing price sensitivity, while your competitive advantage lies in quality, creates a classic marketing tension that defines premium positioning challenges. This isn't about distribution versus promotion tactics or innovation versus efficiency operations. Growth versus profitability represents financial strategy, not marketing positioning. The core tension is value versus price. Customers want your superior quality, but resist paying for it. This gap between recognized value and willingness to pay requires strategic resolution. You must either better communicate why your quality justifies the price through value storytelling, find ways to make quality differences more tangible and demonstrable, or identify the customer segment that values quality enough to pay premiums. Without resolving this value-price tension, you're stuck between customers who want champagne at beer prices. 33. Your omni-channel strategy faces challenges when online prices automatically adjust, while in-store prices remain fixed. What customer experience problem does this create? A. Inventory management complexity. B. Trust and fairness perception. C. Technology integration difficulty. D. Staff training requirements. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Trust and fairness perception. Explanation. Option B is correct because price inconsistency across channels damages customer trust and creates perceived unfairness when identical products have different prices simultaneously. Option A is incorrect because inventory complexity is an operational issue, not the customer-facing problem of price inconsistency across channels. Option C is incorrect because technology integration is the cause, not the customer experience problem, resulting from price inconsistency itself. Option D is incorrect because staff training addresses symptoms. The core problem is customer perception of unfair differential pricing practices. Omni-channel pricing inconsistency creates a customer experience nightmare that goes beyond operational complexity. When online prices automatically adjust while store prices stay fixed, customers lose trust in your fairness and transparency. Inventory complexity is an internal operational challenge, not the customer-facing problem. Technology integration difficulties cause the problem, but aren't the customer experience issue itself. Staff training helps employees explain but doesn't fix the fundamental unfairness customers perceive. The core problem is trust and fairness perception. Imagine discovering the person next to you paid less for the identical item because they bought online 5 minutes ago. This perceived unfairness breeds resentment, encourages gaming the system, and destroys the seamless experience omni-channel promises. Customers feel manipulated rather than served. 34. Marketing control systems show promotional spending exceeding budget while sales targets remain unmet. What fundamental planning process failure does this indicate? A. Mission statement clarity. B. Objective strategy alignment issues. C. Competitive analysis inadequacy. D. Environmental scanning failure. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Objective strategy alignment issues. Explanation. Option B is correct because overspending without achieving targets suggests strategies aren't effectively designed to achieve objectives, indicating a fundamental planning process, alignment failure. Option A is incorrect because mission statements guide overall direction. They don't directly cause tactical overspending or target achievement failures. Option C is incorrect because competitive analysis informs strategy, but doesn't explain the specific disconnect between spending and results observed here. Option D is incorrect because environmental scanning provides context. The issue is internal alignment between objectives, strategies, and tactical execution. When marketing control systems reveal overspending without achieving targets, you're witnessing a fundamental breakdown in the planning process hierarchy. Mission statements provide overall direction, but don't directly cause tactical execution failures. Competitive analysis inadequacy might contribute but doesn't explain the specific spending results disconnect. Environmental scanning provides context, not execution. The core failure is objective strategy alignment. Your strategies aren't effectively designed to achieve your objectives. It's like having a destination, objective, and a vehicle, budget, but taking the wrong route, strategy. The money is being spent on activities that don't actually drive toward the goals. This alignment failure cascades through the entire planning process, making tactical execution expensive but ineffective. Without strategies that genuinely connect to objectives, you're just burning money. 35. A food company faces criticism for marketing sugary cereals to children through cartoon characters and games. What ethical principle should guide their response strategy? A. Legal compliance focus. B. Profit maximization priority. C. Stakeholder welfare consideration. D. Competitive parity maintenance. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Stakeholder welfare consideration. Explanation. Option C is correct because ethical marketing to children requires considering their welfare and vulnerability beyond legal requirements or business objectives alone. Option A is incorrect because legal compliance represents minimum standards. Ethical considerations for marketing to children exceed legal requirements significantly. Option B is incorrect because prioritizing profits over child welfare in marketing practices violates ethical responsibilities to vulnerable populations. Option D is incorrect because matching competitors' practices doesn't justify unethical marketing to children if those practices are harmful. Marketing to children represents one of ethics' brightest lines, demanding considerations far beyond legal compliance or profit maximization. When a food company uses cartoon characters and games to market sugary cereals to children, they're exploiting developmental vulnerability. Children can't critically evaluate marketing messages like adults. Legal compliance represents minimum standards, but marketing to children demands higher ethical bars. Profit maximization at children's expense violates fundamental ethical responsibilities to protect vulnerable populations. Matching competitors' practices doesn't justify unethical behavior. If everyone's doing wrong, you're still wrong. The ethical principle is stakeholder welfare consideration, specifically child welfare. Children are stakeholders who can't advocate for themselves, making companies responsible for considering their health, development, and well-being above profits. This means marketing responsibly, or not marketing to children at all. 36. Your secondary research relies on industry reports from trade associations representing your suppliers. What critical limitation should you consider when using this data? A. Currency of information. B. Potential bias presence. C. Access cost barriers. D. Technical complexity issues. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Potential bias presence. Explanation. Option B is correct because trade associations represent member interests, potentially biasing data presentation to favour suppliers rather than providing objective market information. Option A is incorrect because trade associations typically provide current data. The issue is perspective bias, not information timeliness necessarily. Option C is incorrect because trade association members usually have access to reports. Cost isn't the critical limitation for consideration. Option D is incorrect because trade reports are designed for industry use. Technical complexity isn't the primary concern regarding reliability. Secondary research from trade associations offers valuable industry insights, but comes with an inherent limitation that can skew your entire market analysis. Trade associations exist to serve their members' interests, not to provide objective market analysis. Information currency isn't usually the issue. Trade associations typically provide current data. Members usually have access, so cost isn't the critical limitation. Technical complexity is manageable since reports are designed for industry use. The critical limitation is potential bias presence. When suppliers fund and control the research, data presentation inevitably favors their perspective. Statistics might be cherry-picked, negative trends downplayed, and interpretations spun positively. It's like asking a bakery association about the health benefits of cake. You'll get data, but it won't be balanced. Always triangulate trade association data with independent sources. 37. Analysis shows your star product requires significant investment to maintain position in its high-growth market. What BCG matrix principle justifies this continued resource allocation? A. Risk diversification need. B. Future cash generation. C. Market share defense. D. Portfolio balance requirement. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Future cash generation. Explanation option B is correct, because stars become cash cows when markets mature, making current investment worthwhile for future profit generation potential in the portfolio. Option A is incorrect because stars concentrate risk in high-growth markets. They don't diversify risk, but rather focus resources strategically. Option C is incorrect because while defending share matters, the strategic justification is future profitability, not defense for its own sake. Option D is incorrect because portfolio balance is achieved through mix. Star investment is justified by individual future returns primarily. BCG matrix strategy for stars requires understanding the long-term portfolio value creation cycle. Stars have high market share in high-growth markets. They're today's winners in tomorrow's biggest opportunities. Risk diversification isn't the goal. Stars actually concentrate risk in high-growth markets. Market share defense matters, but that's tactical, not strategic justification. Portfolio balance is achieved through mix, but individual star investment has specific rationale. The strategic justification is future cash generation. Stars become cash cows when markets mature. Think of stars like fruit trees in their growing season. They need water and care now, but they'll provide abundant harvest for years once mature. Current investment in stars isn't about today's returns. It's about securing tomorrow's profit engine when growth slows and they transform into cash cows. 38. Your penetration pricing successfully gained market share, but now you need to raise prices for profitability. What customer retention risk does this transition create? A. Quality perception decline. B. Competitive vulnerability increase. C. Reference price anchoring. D. Channel conflict emergence. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Reference price anchoring. Explanation. Option C is correct because customers anchor expectations to initial low prices, making increases feel like losses and potentially triggering switching behavior significantly. Option A is incorrect because price increases typically improve quality perception. The risk is customer loss, not quality perception damage. Option B is incorrect because vulnerability exists during the low price phase, when margins are thin, not when moving towards sustainable pricing. Option D is incorrect because channel conflict relates to distribution partner relationships, not direct customer retention challenges from pricing changes. The transition from penetration to sustainable pricing reveals one of behavioral economics' most powerful forces in marketing. When customers get used to low penetration prices, they develop reference price anchoring, a psychological benchmark that makes any increase feel like a loss. Quality perception typically improves with higher prices, so that's not the risk. Competitive vulnerability was highest during the low-margin penetration phase, not after raising prices. Channel conflicts relate to distribution partners, not direct customer retention. The killer risk is a reference price anchoring. Customers don't see your new price as market appropriate. They see it as expensive relative to what they used to pay. Loss aversion makes this feel twice as bad as the initial discount felt good. It's why subscription services fear raising prices, and why 99-cent apps struggle to charge $1.99. 39. Your company operates in multiple generational segments simultaneously, from baby boomers to Gen Z. What promotional strategy challenge does this create? A. Budget allocation complexity. B. Message consistency maintenance. C. Media channel selection. D. Product portfolio management. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Message consistency maintenance. Explanation? Option B is correct because different generations have varying values and communication preferences, making consistent brand messaging across segments extremely challenging to achieve effectively. Option A is incorrect because budget allocation is a tactical challenge. The strategic issue is maintaining coherent messaging across diverse audiences. Option C is incorrect because channel selection is tactical execution. The challenge is message adaptation while maintaining brand consistency fundamentally. Option D is incorrect because product portfolio relates to product strategy, not the promotional challenge of multi-generational communication identified here. Multi-generational marketing creates a fundamental challenge that goes beyond tactical execution to strategic brand coherence. From baby boomers valuing stability to Gen Z prioritizing authenticity, each generation brings distinct values, communication styles, and media preferences. Budget allocation is complex but manageable through data. Media channel selection is tactical execution following strategy. Product portfolio management is separate from promotional challenges. The core challenge is message consistency maintenance. How do you speak authentically to a 70-year-old retiree and a 20-year-old college student while maintaining one coherent brand voice? Adapt too much and you appear schizophrenic. Stay too rigid and you connect with nobody. It's like being a translator at the United Nations, maintaining meaning while adapting language. Without careful message architecture, multi-generational marketing fragments your brand. 40. Environmental sustainability requirements force packaging changes that increase costs significantly. Using the marketing mix, which element offers best opportunity to offset these costs? A. Product enhancement value. B. Premium pricing justification. C. Promotional budget reduction. D. Distribution efficiency improvement. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Premium pricing justification. Explanation. Option B is correct because sustainable packaging can justify premium pricing to environmentally conscious consumers who value and will pay for ecological responsibility demonstrated. Option A is incorrect because packaging changes are the enhancement. Adding more features increases costs further without addressing cost recovery needs. Option C is incorrect because reducing promotion, when making sustainability changes, limits ability to communicate value that justifies cost recovery. Option D is incorrect because distribution efficiency provides marginal savings, unlikely to offset significant packaging cost increases from sustainability requirements. When environmental regulations force costly packaging changes, the marketing mix offers strategic options for cost recovery, but not all elements provide equal opportunity. Product enhancement beyond packaging just adds more costs without addressing recovery needs. Promotional budget reduction, when making sustainability improvements, limits your ability to communicate value changes. Distribution efficiency offers marginal savings, unlikely to offset significant packaging costs. The golden opportunity is premium pricing justification. Sustainable packaging transforms a cost burden into a value proposition. Environmentally conscious consumers willingly pay more for ecological responsibility. You're not just recovering costs, you're monetizing values alignment. Sustainability becomes a differentiator worth premium pricing. It's like organic food pricing. Customers pay extra for practices they believe in. The packaging cost becomes investment in pricing power. 41. Your strategic plan emphasizes customer lifetime value, but tactical metrics focus on quarterly sales targets. What organizational challenge does this misalignment create? A. Resource allocation conflicts. B. Short-term decision bias. C. Performance measurement confusion. D. Competitive response delays. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Short-term decision bias. Explanation. Option B is correct because quarterly metrics drive behaviors that may sacrifice long-term customer value for immediate sales, undermining strategic, lifetime value objectives fundamentally. Option A is incorrect because resource conflicts are symptoms. The root challenge is temporal misalignment between strategy and tactical measurement systems. Option C is incorrect because confusion is manageable through communication. The deeper issue is behavioral incentives driving short-term focus systematically. Option D is incorrect because competitive response relates to market monitoring, not internal alignment between strategic intent and tactical metrics. The misalignment between strategic customer lifetime value focus and tactical quarterly sales metrics creates a destructive organizational tension. When strategy emphasizes long-term customer relationships but tactics reward short-term sales, behavior follows incentives, not intentions. Resource allocation conflicts are symptoms of deeper misalignment. Performance measurement confusion can be clarified through communication. Competitive response delays relate to market monitoring, not internal metrics. The fundamental challenge is short-term decision bias. Quarterly metrics drive daily decisions toward immediate revenue at the expense of customer lifetime value. Sales teams push unnecessary upgrades. Marketing emphasizes acquisition over retention. And service quality suffers to hit numbers. It's like planting a garden but measuring success by weekly harvest. You'll pick fruit before it's ripe. Without aligned metrics, strategic lifetime value remains an aspiration, while tactical quarters drive actual behavior. 42. Marketing automation technology enables personalized communication at scale, but privacy concerns are growing among consumers. What strategic balance must marketers achieve? A. Cost versus benefit. B. Reach versus frequency. C. Personalization versus privacy. D. Automation versus authenticity. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Personalization versus privacy. Explanation. Option C is correct because marketers must balance personalization benefits with privacy respect, as excessive data use damages trust despite technological capabilities available. Option A is incorrect because cost-benefit is an investment decision. The strategic challenge is balancing customer value with privacy concerns. Option B is incorrect because reach and frequency are media planning tactics, not strategic issues related to automation and privacy balance. Option D is incorrect because authenticity can coexist with automation. The tension is specifically between personalization capabilities and privacy expectations. Marketing automation's promise of personalization at scale collides with growing privacy concerns, creating a strategic balancing act that defines modern marketing. This isn't about cost-benefit calculations for technology investment. Reach versus frequency represents media planning, not privacy concerns. Automation versus authenticity can coexist with proper execution. The critical balance is personalization versus privacy. Technology enables incredibly detailed personalization using customer data, but consumers increasingly resist data collection and usage. Too much personalization feels creepy and invasive. Too little feels generic and irrelevant. It's like being a helpful concierge versus a stalker. The difference lies in respecting boundaries. The strategic challenge is finding the sweet spot where personalization adds value without violating privacy expectations. Get it wrong, and technology that should build relationships destroys trust instead. 43. Your distribution strategy relies heavily on retail partners, but direct-to-consumer sales offer higher margins. What channel conflict risk requires careful management? A. Inventory allocation disputes. B. Pricing consistency challenges. C. Partner relationship damage. D. Customer service fragmentation. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Partner relationship damage. Explanation. Option C is correct because competing with retail partners through direct sales can damage relationships essential for market coverage and customer accessibility long term. Option A is incorrect because inventory allocation is a tactical issue manageable through planning, not the strategic risk of partnership damage. Option B is incorrect because pricing can be coordinated. The fundamental issue is competition with partners, not price management specifically. Option D is incorrect because service can be standardized across channels. The core risk is alienating partners through direct competition. Channel conflict in distribution strategy represents one of the most delicate balancing acts in modern marketing, especially when direct-to-consumer promises higher margins. Inventory allocation disputes are tactical symptoms manageable through planning. Pricing consistency can be coordinated across channels. Customer service can be standardized. The strategic risk is partner relationship damage. Retail partners who built your market presence feel betrayed when you compete against them directly. They've invested in inventory, training, and customer relationships, then discover you're undercutting them online. Trust evaporates, cooperation diminishes, and partners may drop your products entirely. It's like a restaurant supplier opening their own restaurant next door. Partners become competitors. The damage extends beyond current sales to future market access, as burned bridges in distribution are expensive to rebuild. 44. Market research indicates customers want sustainable products, but exhibit low willingness to pay premiums for them. What marketing strategy could bridge this value action gap? A. Ignore sustainability claims. B. Emphasize cost savings. C. Focus on quality. D. Reduce sustainable features. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Emphasize cost savings. Explanation. Option B is correct because highlighting long-term cost savings from sustainable products addresses price sensitivity while maintaining environmental value proposition for conscious consumers. Option A is incorrect because ignoring sustainability abandons differentiation opportunity and growing consumer segment valuing environmental responsibility despite price sensitivity. Option C is incorrect because quality focus alone doesn't address the specific tension between sustainability preference and premium price resistance. Option D is incorrect because reducing sustainable features eliminates differentiation and contradicts identified customer preference for sustainability despite price concerns. The value action gap in sustainability represents one of marketing's greatest puzzles. Customers say they want sustainable products, but won't pay premium prices for them. Ignoring sustainability abandons differentiation and growing market segments. Focusing on quality alone misses the specific sustainability preference identified. Reducing sustainable features eliminates your differentiation entirely. The strategic bridge is emphasizing cost savings. Sustainable products often save money long-term through durability, energy efficiency, or reduced consumption. LED bulbs cost more upfront but save hundreds in electricity. Concentrated detergents cost more per bottle but less per wash. By reframing sustainability from premium cost to smart savings, you align with both values and wallets. Customers get to feel good about their choice while saving money, transforming the value-action gap into value-action alignment. 45. Your brand targets premium market segments, but economic indicators suggest approaching recession. Which element of PEST analysis should most influence strategic planning? A. Political regulation changes. B. Economic cycle timing. C. Social value shifts. D. Technological disruption potential. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Economic cycle timing. Explanation. Option B is correct because economic downturns directly impact premium segment purchasing power, requiring strategic adjustments to maintain viability during recessionary periods approaching. Option A is incorrect because regulatory changes affect operations but do not directly impact premium segment purchasing behavior during economic cycles. Option C is incorrect because social values change slowly. Economic cycles have immediate impact on premium product purchase decisions fundamentally. Option D is incorrect because technology disruption is ongoing. The immediate strategic concern is economic impact on premium segment spending. PEST analysis during economic uncertainty demands prioritizing the force with most immediate impact on your business model. For premium brands, economic cycle timing overshadows other environmental factors when recession looms. Political regulations affect operations but don't fundamentally alter premium purchasing power. Social values evolve slowly, while recessions hit fast and hard. Technological disruption is constant but doesn't specifically threaten premium segments during downturns. Economic cycles directly attack the premium model's foundation, discretionary spending power. When recession approaches, even wealthy customers postpone luxury purchases, reconsider necessities versus wants, and become value conscious. It's like weather forecasting for sailing. Technology matters, politics matter, but the approaching storm determines if you sail. Economic cycle timing should drive immediate strategic planning for premium brands facing recession. 46. Your company must choose between investing in traditional advertising or content marketing for brand building. What key advantage makes content marketing increasingly attractive? A. Lower production costs. B. Immediate sales impact. C. Long-term asset creation. D. Simpler performance measurement. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, C. Long-term asset creation. Explanation. Option C is correct because content marketing creates lasting assets that continue generating value, unlike traditional advertising, which stops working when spending stops. Option A is incorrect because quality content creation often costs more than traditional advertising initially, though provides better long-term value. Option B is incorrect because content marketing typically requires longer timeframes to impact sales compared to direct response traditional advertising. Option D is incorrect because content marketing performance measurement is actually more complex, requiring sophisticated attribution modeling across touchpoints typically. The choice between traditional advertising and content marketing for brand building reveals a fundamental shift in how marketing creates value over time. Lower production costs aren't guaranteed. Quality content often costs more initially than traditional ads. Immediate sales impact favors traditional advertising with its direct response capabilities. Performance measurement is actually more complex for content marketing, requiring sophisticated attribution. The game-changing advantage is long-term asset creation. Content marketing builds a library of valuable assets that continue working long after creation. A useful blog post attracts customers for years. A helpful video gets shared repeatedly. Educational content builds authority permanently. Traditional advertising stops the moment you stop paying. Content marketing is like planting trees versus buying flowers. More investment up front, but lasting value that compounds over time. 47. A global company faces different competitive environments across markets, from monopolistic to highly fragmented. What strategic planning approach best addresses this diversity? A. Standardized global strategy. B. Localized market adaptation. C. Focus on largest markets. D. Exit complex markets. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Localized market adaptation. Explanation. Option B is correct because different competitive structures require tailored strategies. Standardization fails to address unique market dynamics and competitive requirements effectively across markets. Option A is incorrect because standardization ignores critical competitive differences that determine success factors in diverse market structures globally encountered. Option C is incorrect because focusing only on large markets abandons profitable opportunities in smaller markets with favorable competitive dynamics. Option D is incorrect because exiting complex markets surrenders potential advantage to competitors willing to develop specialized market strategies locally. Global companies facing diverse competitive environments, from monopolistic to fragmented markets, confront a fundamental strategic choice about standardization versus adaptation. Standardized global strategy seems efficient, but fails catastrophically when applied to fundamentally different competitive structures. Focusing only on largest markets abandons profitable opportunities in smaller markets with favorable dynamics. Exiting complex markets surrenders learning and growth to competitors willing to adapt. The strategic imperative is localized market adaptation. Different competitive structures demand different strategies. Monopolistic markets need differentiation, fragmented markets need consolidation, and mature markets need efficiency. It's like playing chess, checkers, and poker simultaneously. Each game has different rules requiring different strategies. One-size-fits-all global strategy is like using chess moves in poker. You'll lose despite perfect execution. 48. A company identifies its patented manufacturing process as a core internal capability and simultaneously recognizes a growing consumer trend towards eco-friendly products that its process supports. How would these two findings be categorized in a SWOT analysis? A. Weakness and threat. B. Strength and opportunity. C. Opportunity and threat. D. Strength and weakness. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Strength and opportunity. Explanation. Option B is correct because a patented process is a unique internal capability representing a strength, while a favorable external consumer trend represents a chance for growth and is thus an opportunity. Option A is incorrect because both findings are positive factors for the company. A weakness is an internal limitation, and a threat is an external challenge. Option C is incorrect because the patented process is an internal asset, and thus a strength, not an external factor. Option D is incorrect because the consumer trend is an external factor representing an opportunity, not an internal limitation. SWOT analysis categorizes findings into internal and external factors, and understanding this distinction is crucial for strategic planning. A patented manufacturing process is definitively internal. It's a capability your company owns and controls, making it a strength. Growing consumer trend toward eco-friendly products is external. It's a market condition you can leverage but not control, making it an opportunity. These aren't weaknesses or threats because both findings are positive. They aren't both opportunities because patents are internal assets. They aren't both strengths because consumer trends are external factors. This combination of internal strength aligning with external opportunity is strategic gold. Your unique capability perfectly matches market demand. It's like having the only key to a door everyone wants opened. 49. An airline cannot sell an empty seat on a flight after the plane has departed. This inability to inventory its core product for later sale is a primary challenge for service industries. Which unique characteristic of services does this scenario illustrate? A. Intangibility. B. Variability. C. Inseparability. D. Perishability. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, D. Perishability. Explanation? Option D is correct because perishability means that services cannot be stored for later sale or use. Unused capacity, like an empty airline seat, is lost forever once the time has passed. Option A is incorrect because intangibility refers to the fact that services cannot be seen or touched before purchase, not their time-sensitive nature. Option B is incorrect because variability relates to the potential for inconsistency in the quality of service delivery, not the inability to store the service. Option C is incorrect because inseparability means that services are produced and consumed at the same time, which is related but distinct from their inability to be inventoried. Service industries face unique challenges, and perishability represents perhaps the most unforgiving characteristic that shapes entire business models. When an airline seat flies empty, that revenue opportunity vanishes forever. You can't inventory Tuesday's empty seat for Wednesday's overbooked flight. Intangibility means services can't be touched before purchase, but that's about evaluation difficulty. Variability relates to consistency challenges in service delivery. Inseparability means production and consumption happen simultaneously. But perishability is the killer. Services expire in real time. A hotel room, a consultant's hour, a restaurant table, unused capacity is lost revenue that never returns. This drives yield management, dynamic pricing, and overbooking strategies. Unlike physical products waiting in warehouses, service capacity has an expiration date of right now. 50. A customer purchases a high-end laptop and, despite being satisfied, immediately starts looking for positive reviews and testimonials to validate their decision. What post-purchase consumer behavior concept does this action demonstrate? A. Cognitive dissonance. B. Selective attention. C. Brand loyalty. D. Impulse buying. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, A. Cognitive dissonance. Explanation? Option A is correct because cognitive dissonance is the psychological discomfort experienced after a significant purchase, which consumers seek to reduce by finding information that reinforces their decision. Option B is incorrect because selective attention is the general process of filtering information, while this specific post-purchase justification is defined as reducing cognitive dissonance. Option C is incorrect because brand loyalty is a long-term pattern of repeat purchases, not an immediate psychological reaction to a single purchase. Option D is incorrect because the behavior described is the rationalization that happens after a purchase, not the unplanned nature of the purchase itself. Post-purchase behavior reveals fascinating psychological patterns, and cognitive dissonance explains why satisfied customers still seek validation after buying. Cognitive dissonance is the mental discomfort experienced when a significant purchase decision creates doubt. Did I make the right choice? Even satisfied customers experience this because large purchases involve risk and sacrifice. Selective attention is general information filtering, not this specific post-purchase phenomenon. Brand loyalty is long-term behavior, not immediate psychological response. Impulse buying describes the purchase moment, not post-purchase rationalization. When customers seek positive reviews after buying, they're reducing cognitive dissonance, finding evidence that confirms their decision was smart. It's psychological self-soothing, proving to themselves they didn't make a mistake. Understanding this helps marketers provide post-purchase reassurance that transforms buyer's remorse into buyer's delight. You have reached the end of our first question set. For the free complete exam preparation, visit our website link in the description, where you find thousands more practice questions and comprehensive study guides. Thanks for studying with us today. See you in the next video.